Namaste, namaste, everybody, and welcome. Today is the 25th of April, end of Mercury retrograde. Let's get this going. So, I
Yeah.
am Sophia Phyllis Dadrego, and I am the founder of Fia Soul Wisdom. And my community that I've been building for the past 6 years is called Holistic Concierge. And what does that mean? It is basically a desk where you come to and find different experts around the world that I have been connecting personally. I have taken sessions from them. I've attended their workshops and so on. And why me? As an intuitive healer, as an intuitive connector, I felt there is this need to connect other healers to seekers and other healers to healers. And this has taken different phases. And now we have come into this new year, and I am taking up into a new different field of communities that I've been meeting. And this is where I like to bring on different experts on my highlights to share with you the beautiful souls that are around the world. So today I am joined by Jonathan, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Circle of Light community that he's been building for a while now. So, welcome, Jonathan, and please tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us a little bit more about the Circle of Light.
Hello, and thank you, Sophia, for having me here. And thank you for all the beautiful spirits being here on planet Earth right now, and fulfilling your contracts and swimming in the web of creation with all of us. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your efforts. The Circle of Light is something that was a contract to come here along with others to build a community that represents unity, collaboration, and expansion. And we really just started it up. Like we've had the infrastructure and the downloads, as you go, um, the little downloads. And to be here in our last week, we really launched it to where we're collabing every week on a small project, just getting us into collaboration versus competition. So we made some beautiful posts this week and beautiful things that we shared with each other. This week's going to be about how do we see world peace, and we're going to make art with it, and we're going to share and cross-pollinate ideas. Like last week, I took everyone's what everyone worked on, and I made a poem out of it, and we got to share that, and it had the unity construct. There's a lot bigger plans with it as far as worldwide reach, and I believe through being grounded within our hearts, being grounded within each other, and collabing. The more and more of us that collab, the more and more things that we could create to add value into the world and have a worldwide reach. And yeah, there's a lot that comes out of that, and you can break it down into so many different uh, pieces. But it really comes down to unity and connection and collaboration with one another. And yeah, so in this world where we have been taught, it's time to let go of those constructs with the full moon, right? Like it's ready to get in our power and reap the fruits in which we laboriously went through, and coming from a codependent system into being independent and being like, hey, this is mine and this is mine and this is mine, and trying to protect it, and into the interdependent and interdependent within each other, and really letting go and letting God, using these tools which we learn in the group. I give away tools how to tap into your inner voice, meditate, unity meditations, and then another construct that I really like that we've been practicing is we really have a lot of like we've talked to each other so many times this week. Like everybody's like
Yes.
calling each other and they're zooming and they're like moving, like it's not just I'm gonna post some sentence and an image on Facebook and maybe get some likes, but like actually utilizing like, hey, make a phone call to me. Like me and you, Sophia, we've called each other
Yes.
many times this week.
And
And it's beautiful.
that's the beauty of it. Like I said, for me, it has always been intuitive when I connect with people. It is always the synchronicity that comes through. As I mentioned last week, was I was doing these activation sessions, but pop, your poster showed up, and it just called me, and I was like, I need to be there. And it was such a breath of fresh air because this is what I have been talking about. Like, let's collaborate. Let me support you because there's no competition. I can support you and put out your work because the energy will return back to me. And I always say it's above my pay grade. Holistic Concierge came to be from just the intuitive channeling that I needed to do it, and then it showed me what I needed to who people who came my way and that have been open for me to present them and feature them and support their work that they've been doing. Some people have not understood because I haven't understood it so much because it's such a big um, kind of activity, that action that this group or the community that I've been creating, and to find something similar, someone who has the same fire of just like, okay, let's do this. And when I met you and the session that I attended last Sunday, and this is why we're here today, everyone, come join us. Come join us on Sunday. It's 11 a.m. PST, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Correct me.
Uh,
Yes.
11 Pacific Standard Time, which is pretty much good for everyone. And it's
Yeah.
Sunday, so we could
Not
get
for
our
me, but
Sunday out.
we'll lock that out for the coming weeks. And yes, so this is what it was. We met that day and it was like, what can we do? But the connection started much before that. We were in groups, and we, as all of us that are joining us today, we're parts of so many groups. But consciously, what group really matters to us? Where is our energy going? What is our energy going towards? So when your poster came up, I've been a silent member in the group, and we met through a common workshop, a big community, and that was what grew more Facebook groups, and that's how we met. So we met in a different group, then came to another group, and now we are in two different groups. So we are here to share to you about all the different things that are coming to be, and groups merging together, groups supporting other groups. So coming back, Jonathan, I want you to tell us a little bit about you and what you do, your journey so far, what has brought you till today.
Well, this is my coming out party. This is my this is yeah, I got the tarot. I was like, you're coming out of your pearl shining
Mm.
coming out, and it's been really tight, you know, going through, like when I was little, I flew off the bed and I knew I could fly anywhere, and I flew up and I hit the ground, you know, I couldn't go. I couldn't leave the earth and I cried. And then I guess that was so traumatic for me in a human body that I kept on the journey, and I wound up in foster care, going through 20 plus foster homes, 2 years of juvenile hall, and just massive, deep, impactful things, but always had community at my heart, right? So like I got pulled over for my car being too loud in 2015, and I didn't want to sign the ticket. And the cops pulled me out, beat me, and I had pretty much lost everything. And so I went out in front. I took a bunch of drugs, and I sat out on the grass, and my my the guy that rescued me from foster care, he called the ambulance, and the ambulance showed up along with all the cops that beat me, along with 2 fire trucks, because everybody knew me. I had a huge lawsuit, but didn't want it. I just wanted to love them. And I told them for like, I guess they listened to me for like 30 minutes. Once the drugs had set in, I mean, my heart was blasted wide open, so they got all of it. And I got to love on them for 30 minutes, and it was a beautiful experience. Every time I ever wanted to commit suicide, I wound up in the hospital loving on the staff. Before COVID, I had Sensible Excellence Life Foundation Self Studio that taught breathing. I used to take people into like 4 sets of 50 deep breaths and blast them off, and they would lay down and they would drift off for about 2 hours while I was doing sound healing. It was epic experience. And then COVID hit, and then I really needed to like sit within the shadows that I wasn't facing. And so my dog passed away, and I went to ayahuasca, and that really started opening me up. And I've been to 9 ayahuasca ceremonies now, and it wasn't working. I was like, man, there's more that needs to be released. I was like, I can't do it. And I met Pacha Canchera from Colombia. He was picked by 135 people to be the ambassador for ayahuasca. Mm-hmm. And I got to sit with him, and I was bipolarity, which is what kept me. It's a beautiful thing because it kept me keep on going. Don't get attached to anything too much, because you have so much to do here. And I sat with him, and he cleared my energy. And ever since then, it's just been beautiful, moving from California to Morocco, to knowing why, like, Mother Aya gave him the vision of Circle of Light, and me. And I have seen during the police brutality, when I was opened up, like, I got sent off into the angelic realm and reminded of who I was. And helped, one of the ones that helped create Earth in itself. And so sitting here with the vision of the unifying concept, with Hin's download to her mission, and I really stepping into this space, and I've had to break down so many edging got out egotistical programming concepts to be able to be strong and tall, as that this is ours. It's not mine. It's not mine. I want everyone to feel loved, and I want everyone to help build it, and I want everyone to cross pollinate, and I want to bring fun on Earth. Like, let's have fun and and co-create, right?
So yes, absolutely. And I love that. So for everybody that's watching, if you heard a name Hind, it's his wife, his beautiful wife. Her name is Hind, and have a beautiful daughter named Nora too. So so you will hear names like Hind, who is a beautiful healer too. So do share a little bit. She's not here right now, but she will join us on a later time, or if she's around. But if you like to tell us about her.
She likes cutting. She likes cutting cords.
Oh yes, she likes cutting cords.
Yeah, she's very powerful. She's very, very powerful. She's all the seas clairvoyant, and I can't say all of them. She can. She's a medium. She's a Akashic record reader. She's able to tap into the names that are holding us back, into traumatic experiences. She's able to talk with spirit. She's able to talk with your spirit guide. She's able to talk with her spirit guides. For instance, she had someone recently that was really, really bound up, and now those chains are broken, and it only took her a few sessions to like completely go from sickness to this woman thriving. And she's barely stepped up and out. Like, it's taken a while for all of us to really believe in ourselves, which is sacred, because we're supposed
Yes.
to continue figuring those things out so we can unlock each other, right? But yes, Hin's very powerful. I would love to sometime you could have a live with her
Oh,
and talk.
yes, I'm looking forward, and that's the beauty of it. So when I met you and we had the session, and it was so empowering, like the clips that you showed, the breath work that we did, and the conversation, the people that had, and it was actually Circle of Light, and that was the beauty. And when you mentioned that your partner, your wife, in Sweden we call everybody partners, so in case I say partners is because of that, because not everybody's married in the side of the world. So partners makes it very great. And so, yeah, when you mentioned your partner is does Akashic, I was like, yes, another Akashic soul. As an Akashic healer, when some time back I was doing a channeling message on live, and because I did not want to connect with each person, I just went for a collective reading. And the Mother Gaia said, connect with me, open my records. And I was like, is that even possible? And the messages that came through was so beautiful. And so, yes, when it comes to Akashic records, I love it, and the messages. So I can't wait to able to experience the sessions with him. It's going to be so beautiful. Yes, so we're going to be doing
Absolutely.
much more calls, and we're going to be doing the special ones are in the Circle of Light. That's on Sunday, where you'll come and meet the community, and then you have a beautiful group which we'll share in the comments below. You're welcome to join the group and be a part of this beautiful, there's no words for it. It's such a big project and a vision that we all have put together, and we are contributing, we're collaborating. So yes, I'm super excited. I'm
This
super,
is
super
so I
excited.
am too. This is so important. This is
Yeah.
and if anyone is resonates with Hind, you could look her up on Facebook. It's HINDADBIB. Just give her a like and follow too, and a message. Say hi,
Yes.
sister. She's just an amazing light. And also the darkness. She knows how to dive in the darkness. So but yes, she'll be over there. She's the one that started the group from Mother Aya that told her about the vision. But I really want to drive home what you said. It's about us coming together, like the construct of separation, 6 feet of, like the construct of keeping us separated. Like there's a reason for that, because when we come together and we put our ideas together, we could birth something new. And it might be like, oh, how do I do this and how do I do that? And it's it's about acting on your passion. Like our passion within our heart is unity, being one with each other, co-creating each other. Everyone's looking for community and an active one, someone that, like, everybody is looking to have their retreats, and some people have properties that they don't know what to do with. Hey, we could co-create those too. We could co-create all kinds of different stuff, like like nonstop
It's a
creativeness,
support
and that's
system.
what creates us.
It's absolutely in support. And I think that's where, when you want to go out there in the social media world, it starts from ground zero, and it's the community, the support system in every day. Like you said, we were getting on calls with each other, and I got on a call with one of the members, and I gave her a reading, and I was just like, open up a chart and just give her some basic. And we talked about human design. So there's going to be so many different elements of bringing all the modalities, but also bringing different groups with the similar mission, or having even the same mission. What got us, I think that was also something we need to mention, is when I saw your poster, it didn't click in my head then and there. But later on, when I got on a call, we realized, and I sent you a screenshot of how I created another event that was called Conscious Gathering, Circle of Light plus spiritual gathering, like spiritual networking. And I never have used or might have used Circle of Light. It has been mentioned in our community, but for me to mention it in an event, for me, it was like, wow, the similarity, and that hope, that to bring people together. And I've been working in Stockholm, in Sweden, about getting people together in events, online. And I have started my group from then. And I kept it very easy. I have not been very active or more posting a lot, but people know what I do. They know my work as a holistic concierge connector. So they know when I post, I post. So it is a community. It's a slow growing community, but it is a community where I feature people and I shine the light on the work that they're doing, because sometimes we hide ourselves. We have to be out there in the world that needs us. So I'm here bringing you on, which you have done such an amazing job on the first call that I attended. And so I'm excited to join. I'm putting in my calendar. I'm busy next Sunday, but I will join a little bit later. But yes, we are connected. If you cannot make it for events, you have a community. You have a group of people that will come and get on a call with you. They will have conversations with you. I think it's a group that I'm a part of it already, and I love being in. Within a week, it's less than a week, it's not even Sunday yet, and we've got so many things done, which is amazing. So if when people come together and they can create this circle of light that goes around and looking at each other, seeing what each other needs, it just amplifies. Absolutely. So, any last words for the people that are watching us now or later?
Yeah, for people that are resonating with just starting with collaboration, we have the weekly collaboration. On the back end of it, we have some bigger stuff in the works, putting things together as the whole construct, because it's not a small one, and it's going to continue to grow. There's going to be different levels of collaboration, and the good thing is that together, we might be in a business where we feel like we have to do it all and it's stressful, but this is where we really pull each other's gifts out, and we really put people in a place of growth where they could grow the best and contribute the best and add the best value. And it almost seems effortless. Like, I would do this all day and I couldn't even go to sleep because it's like going to Disneyland. So it's just different levels. So know that if you're coming in and you want more self-awareness, the group's good for that, because we'll help out with that. If you have a bigger calling as far as adding value to this, resources, we hit us up. We're all working together. See how you could fit in and add the most value. So yeah, there's all kinds of different opportunities. And I want to add this. We only had a weekend and we've had so much continuity and collaboration and so many ideas in it. And it's happened so fast that we're like, what do we do next? Because it only took like a few days to do the collaboration because of everyone input. And then we have a bunch of other ideas. And as we get to 900 to 1,000 can you imagine, like, if we all have a certain, just on the baseline of the Facebook group, everybody this week's about world peace. Like, how do we make art out of world peace? And then how do we produce that into the world? So we're going to be talking about that this week. And so if you had, it's a smaller group now, but once it gets bigger and bigger and you had that, there's a lot of different things that could happen. So I'm looking forward to it. I thank you so much to the beautiful spirits that are listening to this. And thank you so much, Sophia, for resonating. And it was absolutely amazing because you didn't tell me about your event until you had kind of like channeled in and sat there for a while. And you're like, hey, I created this event. I was like, that's a confirmation that I'm right in. And I was kind of before, should I create the outline of everything first and then drop it? And Spirit told me, no, drop it now. And so I dropped it, and then you showed up, and it was like confirmation right on point. Just let it, it's already written in the web of creation, and it's making it happen, and everybody's looking for it, and we're all going to work together, and we already are working together, and we have been working together. Good job for everyone doing their shadow work. Good job for everyone doing their integration work. Thank you for all the pain, the suffering, the suicide, the attempts, the suicides, all the people that left here, all the people that were here, all the spirits that held space for everything that's happening. Thank you guys for contracting and being here with myself, and together, like we are one, we're in unity. I appreciate you from a heartfelt, centered space. I look forward to meditating and guiding and channeling in this inner energy and dancing with each other.
Oh,
Namaste.
absolutely. Thank you so much for this time, for your share. And we're looking forward to bringing everyone on and seeing you face to face. It's not going to be just commenting, or we're going to have Zoom calls, and we're going to have beautiful conversations and beautiful gatherings. So thank you all for joining us today. And yes, if you're a spiritual expert, post your links below. Let's connect. And we will also share the links to our groups and our communities that you can be a part of. And yes, namaste, you all. Thank you once again. Thank you, Jonathan, again for your time.
Thank you so much, Sophia.
Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now.